Kikeniki. Kikeniki. So, ha, Kikeniki. Hello. Ababa. I am Takanashi Kiara. Oh. Kikeniki. Oh. Wow. Hello. Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh. Yeah. Hello. Konnichiwa. Yay. I'm in Japan. Did my stream starting tweet go through? Oh my god, it did go through. Amazing, Elon Musk. Amazing. I can't believe it. Woo. Yeah. A nice good morning crack. Our favorite yellow ostrich streamer. Wee. So, maybe we should address the elephant in the room already. 先に一番目立つところをちょっとね言っときますか。Right here, below me, it says album physical CD pre-order ending in 6 hours 29 minutes and oh wait, it's not moving because I have to have the window open. Never mind, one moment. The window, there you go. Okay, it's 22 minutes. Oh my god, the world is ending. As you heard in my voice pack, my new voice pack, in case you didn't hear it yet, there's a new voice pack out on the hololive shop that you can buy. So since the world is ending, apparently in 6 hours, 22 minutes and 5 seconds, you should get the album physical release if you haven't yet. That's basically one of the reasons why I chose to stream early in the day, to remind everybody who doesn't have a reservation yet. このカウントダウン何なのかっていうと、今肯定コメントと説明欄にありますけども、うちのアルバムの CD ね、触れる CD 欲しい方はね、まだ予約してないっていう人がいたら、この6時間21分後に予約期間終わるんで、よろしくお願いします。その後は正解が終わります。And if it doesn't end after these 6 hours, well then I guess then don't ever believe my claims ever again. But yeah. まあ世界が終わるっていうね設定がねありましたからね、ボイスバック新しいボイスにThat was the and you know, like a countdown like this is just so ominous. So no, I'm not gonna be streaming for 6 hours. No, this will be a short stream. Maybe 1, maybe 2 hours short, because originally I was gonna stream like longer because I had all day time, but now I don't have all day time anymore. Gosh, it's cold in here. I want a blanket. It's so cold in this room. I should lower the AC. I'm in a big room all alone. 1 second. Just someone. You know, something's wrong when the WoW says it's cold with AC. It wasn't even that low. なんかエアコン寒いなって感じた。I see こたつ。Well, I am inside a こたつ right now, yeah. I just wanted a Japanese looking background because I you know, I'm in Japan! 日本にいるからこの背景選んだんですけど、別にこたつに入ってない。You were cold last stream when you were in the swimsuit. I said I was cold? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I have something to do now, and I wonder if I should tell you what I have to do. Maybe I'll tell you. It's a possible tangent for today. It's yeah まあ今日はねこの雑談も多分ね1時間2時間ぐらいになると思います。この後予定がちょっとあるな。Yeah, well, so, oh my god, tangents for today. I want to tangent about, well, there's not so much to tangent about because I just arrived like 3-4 days ago. Probably 4 days at this point. But I have to talk about my flight. Because that was special for many reasons. And I need to talk about a little bit about Kobo and the collab that we did with Aki-senpai yesterday. And meeting up with Moni, my lyric writer, who wrote like every lyric in the new songs. And yeah, and then possibly the tangent about why I am a little bit busy for the rest of the day. Yeah, so but before we start, let me just ask you, have you guys reserved your physical CD of my album? Have you? 皆さん予約してくれてますかね？うちのアルバム。Yes? Yes? 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 No? Why not? Please do. Please. 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 It's special. Like it's the first time I'm ever releasing like a physical piece of music that you can physically touch and put in your shelf as a memoir. ありがとう。ありがとう。これね、初めてですからね、CD。シングル出してるんだけど、いつもデジタルだったからね。Yeah, you can physically touch my CD. Not me, but my CD. Yeah. よろしくお願いします。Everybody, よろしくお願いします。Same thing, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. 後ろになんでさ、一回って書いてあるんだろう。これ関係ねえよな。There's something written behind me. I think it's a proverb. 一期一会。それだった。恥ずかしいですな。聞いたことあるな。I think it means like, fried chicken from KFP is the best. That's what it says behind me. It's a famous proverb in Japan. I have to hope for a re-release sometime. Can't get it right now. Oh no! I don't know about re-releasing it. The chances for that are... actually not that low, maybe. They did mention that like if the sales are good, then it is possible to consider either an extension or a re-release. I think it was supposed to be a re-release. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, EU Chimpkins organized a group order. Nice. 日本時間になりましたか？そう、時差ボケは治った気がする。そう、大丈夫っす。I'm not jet lagged anymore. The past 2 nights I slept while having really bad nightmares, but I slept plenty. I'm fine. And I slept early and woke up earlier today too. Yeah, so everything is good. Yesterday I even woke up at like 6 a.m. right? Because I went to bed at 10 p.m. or so because I was so tired. I was so tired. But yeah, I'm currently sleeping at normal or like, I don't know, good hours, healthy hours. Sorry that you had nightmares. Yeah, my nightmare tonight was being a university student. No, I mean, that was part of the dream, but that was not the nightmare part of the dream. But for some people, it's certainly a nightmare. Well, honestly, for me, it might be a nightmare too. Thinking to go back to school is quite a nightmare. No, it was something else, but this was part of my dream. I was like in university, but I don't even really. I can't even really imagine how it works. Like, I don't know if my dream was even accurate. If this is how well, probably not. If this is how a university works, probably not. I still have nightmares about being in school, and I've been out for a couple years now. Yeah, thankfully, I don't normally have this kind of dream about being in school. No. なんかね、夢見たの、なんか大学生になったっていう夢。大学行ったことないですけど。Still have nightmares about exams. Oh, I never have nightmares about such things. I have lots of other nightmares, but not that. University was fun for me. I did. Wait, you sold homework? Oh, wow. Is that like legal, actually? It's illegal, right? That must be illegal. That's certainly illegal, right? I only hear about this stuff like, maybe not about homework, like in like Netflix shows, like you hear about like really smart guys. That it was the show like Suits, for example, right? Who the guy who makes money by writing other people's tests. Yeah. A real entrepreneur. I do something like that. For real? Oh shit. Have you guys seen there's like there was a gathering in Harvard. They're getting more and more. We have like two confirmed KFPs in Harvard and one takodachi in Harvard, and they gathered. みんなハーバード知ってるよね。ね、ハーバード卒違う。ハーバードにガチのキアラ視聴者が2人いて、私たちには分かるのが2人がいて、確実にね。で、もう一人のなんか稲ちゃんのファンのタコダチがいて、その3人がなんかハーバードで会ってなんか写真撮ってたのを見たんだけど、ね、さすが KFP キアラのファンは頭いいんすよ。ね、さすが my fans are smart, very smart. Yeah, I have to like retweet this kind of stuff because I love spreading the image. I don't know, like for someone like me, when like I only heard about Harvard and these like places and like shows because I'm not even from America, but it's like fascinating to me that it's like an actual real place and and there's my fans there and they're so smart, a million times smarter than me. Yeah, it's a real place. あの場所は確実に存在してるし、私のファンもそこにおる。That is fascinating. Wait, Harvard is in the UK? Nah. Wait, Harvard is in the UK? Harvard's not in the UK? Wait, what? Why is that? What's the timer for? Are you for real? Like, read! My god, if you can read the timer, then you can read what's written right next to it on the left side. Yeah, okay, thank you. Don't confuse me. That's Oxford, that's Cambridge. Oxford and Cambridge are UK. And then Harvard and what was the other one that Rory from Gilmore Girls went to? That's also really famous. The other one, Yale. Yeah, Yale. Is Yale really that well known as like a competitor to Harvard in America? Like if people think about another Harvard-like school, do they think of Yale? Yeah? Wow. Yeah, she was supposed to go to Harvard. Her whole life, her dream was to go to Harvard. But then she ended up going to Yale. And everybody was like confused, like, what the fuck? Her mom was like, girl, your whole life you wanted to go to Harvard. Now you're going to Yale. Are you sure about this? Are you sure about it? And she's like, yeah, mom, leave me alone. I want to go to Yale now, okay? It's my decision. By the way, I'm using a Shure now. It's been a while since I've last been in the studio here, in the streaming room. ちょっと久しぶりにね、スタジオの配信部屋に来たんだけど、マイク変わったな。Like, it used to be different mics that they were using here, but I like that they're using a Shure now. It's not the famous Shure SM7B. It's like, it looks like the smaller version, the smaller Shure. Is it written here? No. It's like a smaller Shure. It's cute though. It has a similar sound, so I like it. I like Shure sounds. It's podcast microphone. It's a bit smaller. I don't know which one it is. But Shure, it's so funny to me. Shure brought out a new microphone. You don't even understand how funny that is. Let me talk about it. Okay, it's just a short jerk. Okay, so Shure there's a famous microphone that maybe you noticed after you look at it. Many streamers and podcasters and radio people, they all use this one. I use it. A lot of streamers use it. Mostly like overseas. Japanese people may not use it so much. Yeah, but there's this famous microphone. It's called Shure SM7B. Yeah, and I've been using it. And generally, like it may kind of be on the quiet side, but if you're using like a mixer that has like a preamp in there, like a Go XLR, for example, then it's fine. You know, it pushes the gain. But for some reason, out of nowhere, after years of people buying and using the Shure SM7B, they brought out an upgraded version, a louder version, and it's called Shure SM7B. They added the D. Wow! Audio engineer joke! But don't misunderstand. It's not like it's only 7 dB louder. No, I think I read it was up to... Was it 15 or 30? Something like that. More dB louder. It's not just 7 dB. ちょっと有名なマイクの新しいバージョンが出たんだけど、そのあれ面白いんですよ。なんか名前がちょっと分かってくれないかな。あ、いや 28? Was it 28? Okay. Yeah. It has a like built-in preamp now. So if you don't have one yet, then you should get the upgraded version maybe. But I don't think it's worth buying for people who already have the old one, because then you also already have a setup that makes it work properly, like in terms of like volume. So そういうこと。Yeah, for people who don't know, dB stands for decibels. When you know the amount of audio, you know, like kilometers or whatever for distances, it's the same thing, you know. km, dB, those are like, you know, yeah. Okay, audio joke, which is so funny to me. So デシベル、なんかね、冗談なんすよ。もう説明しにくいんだよね、日本語で。有名なマイクの新しいバージョンが出て、うるさくなったんですよ、その音が。で、それで名前にD が入って DB になった。SM7DB になった。SM7B じゃなくて DB になった。いや、わかんないかな。You hear my bottle. Whoa. ASMR. Speaking of ASMR, I think it's the day after tomorrow. Asatte kana? I have collab with Noedo senpai. My first ever ASMR. Yeah, we wanted to do it last time I was here, but she got sick, right? So we had to move it, and now I'm back again. So we're doing it the day after tomorrow, I think. It's just like probably like an introductory ASMR. Like, I don't know how to do it, so she's gonna like teach me basics probably. But it's gonna be on her channel. And probably like a lot of Japanese, but in the end it's like, you know, like making sounds like so it's more about the sounds. Yeah. ASMR coaching. Not that I will start doing ASMR after that regularly, no, not at all. But you know, I always saw this as like an idea for off collab with someone who's good with ASMR. So I just thought it's good to do it at least once at some point. 別に私は ASMR その後やるつもりもないんですけど一応ねコラボとしてはオフコラボとしてはねいいアイディアだと思って Did you guys notice I stole Ina's chat box again? Every time I'm overseas, I have Ina's chat box. You know, I was overseas when she's using Ina's chat box. Yeah, there's a reason for it. Yeah, but it fits the pink well, doesn't it? I think it does. Yeah. Oh. いや楽しみですな。ASMR 教えてもらうのちょっと恥ずかしいけど I'm already embarrassed now thinking about doing ASMR. But oh well. Gonna have fun, hopefully. You're also using a BGM that you... I don't know about that. This is just one that I picked out. I have a big library of audio stock songs thingies that I use. It's just one of the ones that I have in my drive. You know, when I travel, when I set up the OBS every time from scratch, I just choose one of the tracks. I use it quite a lot too. Yeah, Kikaraki. Good coincidence. I didn't know she's using it. Interesting. This is Prime Kiara Vacation BGM. Accent change. Yeah. I asked a certain like a possibly British staff how to pronounce Kikaraki in British accent. But it's hard to pronounce Kikaraki Britishly because there's not much that you can play with there. Yes, British staff members, yes. Why don't? Well, you know, it had to happen at some point because we keep on hiring like English-speaking staff for us, so it's not a surprise that at some point someone British. But maybe we should have hired this staff as a streamer, not as a staff, because some people want to hear a British accent, right? People were always waiting for a British accent within a new gen, and we still are not providing it to you. It's elementary, innit? I don't even understand that. I still don't understand that phrase. What do you mean it's elementary? Are you going to elementary school? What? You're too young. Too young for hololive then. Anyway. It's simple. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what it meant. 6 hours! 6 hours! Only 6 hours left. あと6時間で予約販売終わります。Oh my god!焦る stress panic I just bought your CD. Thank you! The world is ending. 世界が終わる Okay, it's been half an hour. Let's get into my real tangents, shall we? じゃあここから30分経ちますので私が語ろうと思った脱線になります。I will talk about my tangent. Let's start from the very beginning. A very nice place to start. Let's talk about my flight to Japan. Why is this so special? I haven't tweeted about it yet, but don't worry, the stream will be shorter than 6 hours, so I'll tweet about it after the stream is done. How do I start this? So, I normally fly premium economy these days. As in since I joined hololive. But even premium economy, even flying with that, it's a big improvement, but even with that, I am in pain when I fly with premium economy. Especially, like, for some reason, normally I don't have pain in my legs, but when I fly, I get, like, weird pain in my legs. Only when I fly. Or, wait, I think I might get it also when... Do I get it when I'm, like, on a train and so on? I'm not sure. But I definitely get it when I fly. And I've tried things like, you know, like socks, like the special socks. But it didn't really help. Yeah, it may be the air pressure. Yeah, but I don't hear about from many other people that their legs specifically hurt that much. Like, immediately, the moment I'm, like, in the plane... Like, I'm not even sitting uncomfortably, but still hurts. Yeah. So it might be a pressure thing, yeah. I tried the compression socks, but it doesn't work. So, when I was booking my flight for this trip, I booked premium economy. And the price was nice. Not so nice, actually. Expensive. But worth it, at least, for premium economy. And then, when I was done booking my flight, これ飛行機の話ね。予約した時の話. When I was booking my flight, I noticed something that I have never seen before. There was an option to bid for an upgrade to business. To bid, kind of like an auction. Yeah, a bid. I was like, what? I've never seen this before. I feel I never saw this before. So I was curious, right? I was curious. And so I tried. I open it up and then it automatically... Gosh, I hate wearing pants. Why am I wearing pants? It automatically showed me, like, you know, this, like, there's like a bar where you can move the what's it called? Well, anyway, it gives you like a choice. You can choose how much you're bidding, and then like it automatically was set to like something like 2,000 or so. A slider, yeah, there was a slider, and it was like automatically set to like $2,000 or so for one flight. And I'm like, how low can I go? So I went to the very left of the bar, the slider, and the lowest bid you could do that I could enter was like 815 euro, which is like really roughly $800 as well, US dollars. And I thought, in my brain, since the slider was so big and you could bid so much and there's not many seats in business anyway, I didn't think that my bid would be accepted, but I should give it a try because, you know, 800 isn't so bad. I never flew business before in my whole life. It would be nice to at least once try it. So if it happens, that's fine. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. I don't expect it to be happening, but if it happens, then maybe I should accept it and enjoy it just for once in my life and treat myself, you know? That's like my thought process. Like, I'm doing the lowest bid possible. I wouldn't get it, right? Like, it said, like, we will notify you if your bid has been accepted on, like, the day before the flight. And you can still retract your bid until that point. But after you've been accepted, you can't retract it. And yeah, so I was like, you know, for if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then I'm probably relieved because I don't want to... I still think it's expensive. Like, in total, I think I already paid, like, if you add premium economy, like the main ticket price, and then the $800 upgrade, for one flight. I think it was still cheaper than buying business on its own. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I think I even checked the business prices out of curiosity, but it was too expensive. Yeah. 800 bucks on top. What did you think? Of course, not only 800 for a whole flight. It's a direct flight. It's in a good airline. It's, you know, long distance. Of course, it's not gonna be like super cheap. Yeah, it's still a lot. Yeah, but I thought, you know, I want to try this out. I don't know. It just felt like I wanted to try it out, but I really didn't think I would be accepted for the upgrade. So I was like kind of relieved. Like the whole time I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen anyway. I'm flying premium economy. And then I get the email. Yeah, I went like YOLO. Then I get the email. Your bid has been accepted. I'm like, oh no, don't, no! And I was actually like panicking, like, oh no, no, why'd you accept my bid? What do you mean nobody bid more than me? Did everybody just bid the minimum? What the fuck? Or did nobody bid at all? No! But I was like, well, might as well enjoy it. That's okay. I'll try it out. The thing is, I bid for both, back and forth. And they, like, first they accept, like, you know, a day before the flight they accepted. So only the to Japan bid has been accepted for now. And I was like, I'm going to try it out. And then I'm going to decide if I want to retract my bid for the flight back. But it's already so much money. And I recently almost went bankrupt. So I'm going to cancel the other bid. That's for sure. Remind me. Please, remind me. I need to retract my bid. What if they accept it? But yeah, that was another story. Almost going bankrupt. That was another fun story in my Twitter space yesterday. So I was like, okay, well, you know, it's... I normally, I'm like... Sometimes people are even surprised that I'm still so careful with my money. So I thought for once, you know, I can treat myself, okay? And for once not fly in pain, maybe, you know? So I accepted it the way it is. And I was looking forward to it. I was getting excited. I was like, well, there's no going back now. So I'm gonna enjoy it, yeah. I'm gonna treat yourself. As they like to say in Parks and Rec. いや、実はなんかちょっと試しでビジネスクラスのオークションに参加してみたら10万円ぐらいかな追加で元々のチケットの値段に追加で10万円試してみたらなんとアップグレードされました無料じゃないっす10万円円が安いからだよもっと高い It sounds more expensive in Japanese just because the yen is so weak, man. よいしょwhy am I being tagged on Discord? なるほどなるほどOkay, so I have photos. Oh, let me tell you, like, wow, it was really comfortable. So I came to the airport, and first of all, there was a special area to check in. Where only people with business or first class are allowed to check in, okay? Don't have to... Nowadays, like, a lot of airports, they, like, make you do everything yourself. Like, you have to check in yourself. Maybe you even have to check in your bags yourself. But I didn't have to do that. I was checked in properly, which was good because I saw, like, you know, I originally, for premium economy, I chose a seat. When I booked the flight, but obviously since I got upgraded, I lost the seat, right? So I checked about this I find kind of, how to say, well, fucked up. But if you're already paying so much money for business class, right? And then when you're choosing the seat, there are still seats that you have to pay extra for. Like there's Austrian Airlines Constellation layout of the business class seats are not ideal. There's not many like solo seats. And it's not ideal, like compared to other business classes. Also, there's no first class even, by the way. Austrian Airlines doesn't even have a first class. Wow. Which maybe at least that makes the business class a little bit better. Maybe they try to, find like an in-between. I don't know. But yeah, they charge extra if you want to get a solo seat. Probably because the solo seats, because of the weird layout, kind of are huge. They're huge. They literally are called thrones because they're huge. I don't know who designed this, honestly. It's kind of stupid. I don't know what plane model it was, no idea. So I was like, like when I was choosing the seats, I saw that almost all of the double seats were taken except for one row, like two of those, like one double seat pair, and all the solo seats were like free still to choose, but they weren't free of charge, of course. So I was like, the chances of me when I just go to the airport without having chosen a seat yet, without checking in online yet, the chances of them giving me one of those solo seats instead of the double seat that I have to sit next to a stranger then, are pretty high at that rate. Cause like they were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there were 5 solo seats left. 4 of them thrones and 1 not quite a throne, but like half of a throne. You will see it later. And then 2 normal seats that are like a pair sitting next to each other. So the chances were high of me getting a solo seat, especially traveling solo. So I thought, I'm not gonna check it online. I'm gonna let it happen. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna hope that they give me a solo seat for free. Because like they say, I even like watched like airline reviews of this to understand a bit more, and they said like if you're lucky and you didn't choose your seat yet or whatever, and you go to the airport and you check in, they might give you the throne seats for free because that's what they have left over, because it's the only seats that you have to pay for extra, so often they're left over at the end. It's gotcha, yeah, strategy, yeah. Let me drink some water. So that's what I did. And I went to the airport and I said, it's my first time flying business. I'm so excited. And the lady was really nice. And I asked, so about the seats. And she was like, yeah, so I have this solo seat. And it wasn't the throne. Basically, there were 4 thrones and 1 half of a throne. And I got that one, which is fine. In the end, at least I got to sit alone. I had the window and the aisle, both to myself. And it was nice. So I even went to the lounge before going to the airplane. And the lounge was fine. They had some pretty good looking food. I only got myself like a dessert. And the dessert was shit. But the normal food looked really good. And in the lounge, like 90% of the people sitting in the lounge were like men in 80% suits. I was thinking, damn, ladies, where are you at? Where are my business ladies? Yeah, why no ladies in flying business, man? That's sad. But yeah, probably 90% of these people in business didn't pay for their ticket like I did, but they got a free upgrade or booked it with their miles. Because they fly in business all the time, because of their companies that support them. So The real business lady here is me, cause I paid for it. Well, yeah. Yeah, Gotta put on some cool glasses, some cool shades to show how cool I am. Yeah. But I feel like I really stood out. Like, I was like a small girl, solo traveler in almost pajamas. And everybody else was like, looking like old and serious and manly. Yeah. Okay. And then after the lunch, I went to the gate, and there was a special area for us two there. But well, it was so crowded. But then I get into the airplane and I get to my seat, and it was in the last row of the business class, and which I liked that in general, because nobody can peek at what I'm doing or watching. I don't like it. Like when I'm sitting like in front of people, I peek at what they're watching sometimes and just judging them silently. When you're in the very back, nobody can judge you silently like I do. So. でビジネスクラスに行って私の席はこんな感じでした。This was my seat. じゃじゃらん、タララン、タララララララララララわー。タラーン。Okay, this is like the basic form when it's not like flat or whatever. But you see, there's like a big. Oh, the Sacha bag, that's from me. That's like omiyage. That's souvenirs that I brought again for... I'm probably gonna give it to the ID girls. Yeah, there's a lot of leg room going into the left. You'll see later. I have another picture. But yeah, there's like this big like table right next to you. The thrones basically have that on both sides. The solo throne. So this is only half of the throne. It's a single seat, but it's and then if you're on a seat that's like not a throne, not a solo, but like next to another person, then it's basically what I got. You only get like one of these like side tables thingies. I like the aesthetic. Me too. Like I took an extra picture of that. It feels so Austrian, like the pillow and the blanket, they were so fluffy and cute, like with a kind of like a Austrianish design, like a dirndl design. I don't know, it's kind of like, it gives me Austrian vibes for sure. The blanket was really like pretty heavy and big and comfortable. The pillow was fluffy. I brought my own pillow. I always bring my own pillow, but still, it was like, you can see the size like here in comparison when it's on the seat. ちゃんとね、モコモコでしたし、これでよく寝れました。It's cute. I want the blanket. I kind of wanted the blanket. It had a nice pattern. So the amenities that you get, like under the reading lamp, there's like a little bag with amenities. The amenities are kind of shit. I've seen better amenities even for premium economy and other airlines, but it's fine. There's like headphones in there. The headphones, premium economy gets the same headphones. Economy doesn't get these headphones as far as I know. They're a little bit noise cancelling, but not as good as mine. But they connect with the screen, so I had to use them. Oh yeah, and then inside the side table, there's the dining table that you can take out, which is a little bit more spacious than the other classes. Then there was like a touch panel for the seat, where you could like make it go flat or just relaxing mode. And there was a massage option, but the massage, like, it's not a massage. I think massage modes in most of those so-called massage chairs, unless it's like a proper massage chair, like a proper one, but most of them are so useless. Like, it's like barely touching you. It's just like really softly, like giving you the feeling that something is happening, but you're not quite sure what's happening. なんかマッサージの機能あったんですけど全然マッサージになってないっすよ。No, it's not vibrating. It's just really, it was just really slowly, kind of like something was moving, but I was not being massaged. No, it was so shit. It was so weird. But yeah, there's a lot of storage space. Yeah, it's good. And then, before the takeoff, a chef comes out. There's a chef dressed in chef clothes. I don't think he's like cooking everything there. But I mean, what else would he be there for? Maybe he's like preparing some things, but a lot of things are probably like pre-prepared. Yeah, but he was like wearing like a chef hat and chef clothes. So, chef 料理人がいたんですよ。ちゃんとした料理の服着て。So he comes to you, to each passenger in the business class, gives them a menu and lets you like choose from the menu what you want for the main course. So there was like a lunch in the beginning of the flight and a breakfast at the end of the flight, because the arrival would be in the morning time in Japan. Yeah. So when it's morning time, when you arrive, they usually serve a breakfast. Then even if it makes no sense, like in the time zone where you came from, yeah. But they adjust it like that. And then in between, there's like some stuff you can get too, of course, like snacks, a few snacks. And so the highlight was definitely the first foof, because there you could actually like put everything together. Like you can make your whole menu yourself. Like this was really cool. Some things they brought out on kind of like a rolling tray, and they bring you like all the options. Like for example, there's like 3 starters, but you can mix them and make your own starter basically. So, and also same for the dessert choices. You don't have to choose one dessert. You can choose all of them. You can mix them, this and that. That's really cool. で、その料理人がね、メニューを選んでくださいって来てくれるんですよ。そうメニューを見せてくれるし、and then yeah, then he left, and also of course I got a welcome drink and this and that. I only choose water, but you know. And so here comes the foof. I was watching Ariel, the live-action mermaid movie thingy, by the way, while eating, and I have to say, it was alright. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. But yeah, here is my starter. There was like bread before that, but I didn't take a picture of that. This is my starter. Basically, they had like a salad bar. They had other starters too, like salmon, whatever. But I put together, I mixed 2 starter options. So I got a salad with some Granatapfel seeds, grenade apple, and some ham and some mountain cheese, Bergkäse, and this and that. And a nice dressing. There were some choices of dressings. Yeah. This is the starter. これが starter. Oh, and the table. When they like prepare the table for you, they put this like, you know, thing over it. There's a tablecloth. They put a tablecloth over it. Wow. おしゃれじゃん。これね、自分で選べる、なんかいろんなスターターがあったので、自分で選べるのめっちゃいい。The salad was good. I enjoyed the salad. And then next starter was a soup. And it said on the menu, caramelized green pea soup. And I'm not a huge fan of peas. But, because I like black-eyed peas, but not necessarily the green peas. But as a soup, it was incredible. It's so green, and it was so good. I legit want to learn how to make it. めっちゃ美味しかったスープ。The croutons were perfectly crunchy. Haven't had like a good soup with proper croutons in it for a while. It was super green. It tasted so good. Wow. I never had a soup like this before. It tasted really good. 美味しかった。初めてこのようなスープ、この味を味わえた。Really good stuff. And so for the main course, I think there were like 3 choices. Yeah, 3 choices. And one of the choices, I think this is probably what they usually do. One of the choices is a typically Austrian choice, like a schnitzel or a Tafelspitz and so on. And the other choices are more like international. There was one like Italian-ish choice and one fish choice, I think. I went with the Austrian choice, even though this dish has spinach. And I supposedly hate spinach. But for some reason, on this day, I felt like trying things that I don't like. Yeah, I felt open to trying things that I don't like. And so, this is called Tafelspitz. It's a typically Austrian main course dish with a piece of really soft beef that is boiled endlessly for a long time to make it really soft. Some potatoes that were pretty good too. The sauce, I don't know how to describe the sauce, is also special just for this. The green looks disgusting. Wait, it's spinach! Cream spinach. At least, honestly, it was fine. I kind of enjoyed it. I didn't eat all of the spinach, but I ate maybe like, half or almost half of it. Yeah. The sauce was really good. The meat was kind of bland, but that's just how this dish is. Because the meat on its own is kind of bland, you're supposed to eat it with, the spinach and the veggies and this and that. That texture looks off. To me, I think this is how it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. Because it's like creamed spinach. Meat there looks kind of... Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. Trust me. This is called Tafelspitz in Austria. これね、見た目はちょっと微妙かもしれないけど、これオーストリアで有名な、メインコースです。Tafelspitzって言うんですけど、見た目よりは美味しい。It's more tasty than it looks like. And it's boiled in soup, so it looks bland, but it's not that tasteless, okay? It's pretty good. Yeah. And I felt really proud of myself for overcoming my hatred for spinach. Yeah. You should be proud of me too, honestly. Like, my whole life, I've been ignoring spinach. Like, whenever something had spinach, I said, no! The only thing with spinach that I ate in my life, throughout my life, happily, was spinatnokkal, which is like little dumplings where spinach is in the dough. But you don't really taste it, especially because normally it's served with cheese sauce. I loved this as a child, and I still really like it today. Spinatnokkal mit Käsesauce. But spinach on its own? No. So, Kiara は本当はほうれん草嫌いなんだけど、この時はね、なんかね、新しい嫌いなものでも久しぶりに食べてみようかっていう気分だったので。So even though I knew I didn't like it, I ordered this one because it also sounded like the best dish compared to the other options, honestly. So, challenge. I wanted to know if maybe, like, after living on this earth for so many years, maybe now I like it. I wanted to see if maybe my taste buds have changed. And it was fine. Like, I didn't think it was really, like, my thing, my new favorite thing. Like, super tasty, but it was fine. Yeah, taste buds do change, so I thought, I'll give it a try, you know? I'll give it a try. And then dessert came, as I said, also from a tray where you could choose from. There was like, you could choose from like cut fruits and a warm dessert that's also pretty typically Austrian, I think. A strudel, but not an apple strudel. No, it was a cream strudel. milk cream strudel, whatever it was, with hot vanilla sauce. Of course I was gonna go for that. Thankfully they only served a small piece. I was worried that it would be too much. And then they gave me some fruit too. So here is the fruit. That was pretty good. And the strudel, it was actually too small. I could have eaten another one, but this will be important later. It was so good. I wanted more. I haven't had this type of strudel in a long time, so it felt so nostalgic to me. 実はこのシュトルーデルはクリームなんかミルククリームっぽいシュトルーデルなんですけど、熱いバニラソースで食べるんだけど、ちっちゃい頃によく食べてたんだけど、久しぶりに食べてもうすごい懐かしい。It was so nostalgic. Yum 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 yum. It's so small though. But yeah, they had some other dessert too. Yeah, cake. I think it was Zaha cake. Yeah, Zaha cake. And then after dinner, you know, I didn't sleep so much in the night before, and I knew I would be arriving in the morning, so I wanted to sleep as much as possible, especially because that was for me the biggest merit, yeah, plus to being in business. This was the highlight, sleeping. And okay, I slept. That I did. Hell yeah. Do you want to see my POV? Speaking of POV, the sales of the physical CD are ending in 5.5 hours. 5時間半後、私の CD の、予約終わります。So my POV was like this. Okay, I took a night photo, so it like fucked up the screen there because you have to wait for some time. The shutter takes some time. But yeah, this is my POV. My legs, my whole body went completely straight. You could be even bigger than me and still be completely straight. There's like, it goes quite deep into the under the TV. And yeah, I was wrapped in my blanket. Blanket was really comfy and thick. And yeah, and I could make it completely flat, and I was lying sideways, and it was really comfy. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The seatbelt is really thick. It wasn't like uncomfortable to have it on top. It was really loose, really loose. That's where where my knees were. Where the seatbelt is right under my knees, not my body. Okay. That's where my knees were. I think, yeah. Looks like a straitjacket. No. すごいまっすぐになれました。めっちゃ良かった。No turbulence at all. It was a really calm flight, really calm. So I was watching a little bit Parks and Rec. I don't know if you recognized it, but that was Parks and Rec before going to sleep. And yeah, really nice. Turning off the lights. They made the cabin dark and people could sleep. It's definitely spacious enough. And maybe it looks a little bit less spacious on the picture, but yeah. The whole thing, like when you push the go flat button, it's like slowly moves the seat and makes it from this into this. Yeah. You go quite low to the ground, pretty close to the ground actually. Max comf. I was so happy, man. And I fell asleep pretty quickly. It was heavenly. I slept through straight for 5 hours. Wow. I was never so painless. I mean, my shoulders still always hurt wherever I am. Doesn't matter. But my legs didn't hurt at all. 普通はね、これ初めてのビジネスなんだけど、普通はいつもね、足が痛いんだけど、この時は足が痛くなかった。肩はいつも痛いけど。5時間もう起きないで寝てた。I was sleeping through comfortably without disturbance for 5 hours, and I woke up because I had to go to idol meeting, and then I already felt like, you know, I wanted to go back to sleep, but you know, then I couldn't sleep anymore. I couldn't fall asleep anymore for some reason. But I slept, until that point, I slept like I was in heaven. Yeah, it was so comfy. よかった、マジで。毎回ビジネスやりたいけど、無理できない。 Is 800 bucks worth? If it was only 800 bucks, yeah, but this was only on top of the price that I already paid for premium economy. So for that, well, my conclusion will come later. I saw one thing in the snack menu that was so Austrian and spoke to me. I was like, I have to get this. Even when I'm not hungry, I have to get this at some point of this flight. Most things were just like normal snacks like chocolate or whatever. But this thing... You wanna know what business class gets as an option in Austria for like a Austrian snack? Germans will also understand. Americans and other countries may not understand this, but a freaking Leberkassemmel! A Leberkassemmel! You don't understand! You don't understand the charm of this! This is a popular Austrian and German snack. Like when you go to a supermarket or whatever, or to a meat thing, on the counter you can get like a fresh bread roll semmel with it's not spam, it's Leberkas. You can get this fresh from the warm counter. Leberkas English. It's okay. Directly translated, it's liver cheese. Traditionally served warm or cold in finger thick slices, but this was 3 fingers thick. They made it way too big. I don't know. I was surprised why they made it that big. It's not supposed to be that unbalanced compared to the bread. It's usually like half of that. But yeah, with the crusty brown ends being the most prized chunks, I wouldn't say so. Leberkäse translates literally as liver cheese, but that's not what it is. It's like a sausage that you can slice off, and it's warm. And wait, here, the slice in your roll traditionally comes from a baked crusty loaf, where the main ingredients are typically some combination of finely chopped pork, bacon, and beef. Sometimes Leberkäse contains horse meat, lamb, or game as its main ingredient, but it is always labeled as such. So this was like a not the horse one. I don't eat that one. That freaks me out. I just eat the normal one. And they come also in variations of like cheese, like melting cheese inside, or some other variations. This was a cheese variation. People love that shit. Not my favorite, but yeah. And then often you add some stuff like pickles or pepperonis, or I think Germans like to have it just with like ketchup and mustard often, but I like to have either pickles or pepperonis inside. The pepperoni! The pepperoni! The pepperoni! Yeah, no, they didn't have those extras. They just put in mustard and ketchup inside. And then I had a hot tea because I wanted to fall back asleep, but I didn't fall back asleep. Yeah. But do you understand now what this is? これね、オーストリアとドイツで大人気な、なんか、サンドイッチみたいな感じなんですけど、見た目だけじゃわかんないっすよ。本当に美味しいんすよ。見た目は微妙だけど。肉なんですよ。なんかソーセージみたいな肉で、これちょっと太すぎなんだけど、あったかいの。あったかい、この肉は。ベーグルみたい。違うよ、違う。It's interesting. I'd have to try it. You have to, yes! You have to. But yeah, the balance is a bit off of this one. I was genuinely surprised. Like, what the fuck? This is too thick, but okay. It was a bit too much. But it was good. It was like, and the bread was also like, normally, I noticed this in like economy and premium economy, the bread that they give you is shit. But the business class bread was really good. Fresh, good bread. They had different choices too. But normally, this is served in, you know, like a roll, a white bread roll. Especially in Austria, it's a semmel. In Germany, it's not a semmel, but something like this. Yeah, the fucking peasant bread, man! Give us the proper bread! Yeah, business class have different bread. I didn't know they actually had proper bread back there in the front. Give it to me. How dare you withhold that from me? But yeah, so this was my experience. The food was great. No, wait. Here comes the thing that confuses me. I experienced this a lot when flying economy or premium economy, but I didn't think that this would happen in business. So I was a bit disappointed. It's a first world problem. It's absolutely not a real problem, but I just didn't think that this would happen in a class where you pay thousands and thousands of bucks to be in. Basically fueling the plane on your own. Because that's what I heard, that like without business in first class, they would not like make the money back from how much it costs to fly a plane. But yeah, what happened? So, breakfast time. 朝ごはんの時はちょっとがっかりしたな。さすがにビジネスにはそういうのないでしょと思った。I don't understand why they don't just do the same thing that they do for the dinner, for the lunch or so. For the first meal, for the main meal, they ask you what you want and they reserve it for you. And that worked without any issues. For the breakfast, there were 2 choices for like, you know, the main part of the breakfast. And what I wanted to choose, when they came to me in my last row, there weren't even so many rows, but it was the last row. When they came to me, they said they don't have it anymore. And I was like, well, I don't like the other option, which was porridge, and I don't like porridge. And okay, if I was sitting in premium economy or whatever, but I'm in business. I'm paying so much for this. Why don't you have like enough options? Huh? And even the person that they served before me was already getting like the leftover option, but she seemed to be fine with it. But I don't like porridge. I don't like it. No. やだ。なんかね、私が朝ごはんにチョイスしたかったチョイスがもうなかった。それってビジネスではないでしょ。ありえへんだろうと思って。So I was like, I didn't want to get angry. I just looked with this like really disgusted face at the porridge that they put in front of me, and I was like she's like, sorry, we only have porridge left. Is this okay? And I'm like looking at it like, like I really didn't want this. This is not okay. But I also didn't want to make like a big deal out of it because like what else would they have? They have nothing. So, but then turns out the lady that was mainly serving me, she was not so good, I have to say. But like she was trying to offer me other things. Then she was like, gomenasai, and then she takes away the porridge, and she comes back later, offering me free main courses that I've never seen before. So I think, and the way they were served also, I think they came from economy maybe. But yeah, she shows me these like dinner-looking main courses, and I'm like, I just look at it really with this disgusted face because the food looked fine, but I was in the mood for breakfast. And I'm not happy with this. I want the original. I already forgot what it was, but I wanted the original choice, and this was not cool. No. And in my mind, I was thinking, if the one thing I would maybe consider is going back to this, because this is somewhat breakfasty. It was good. I felt like eating more of it, but that was like freshly served like hours ago. I didn't think they would still have it, so I didn't say anything. But like I look at these free choices again, like that she's showing me, and I'm like, so she again is like, okay, and she disappears again, and then I think at the same time, the purser was standing next to her with this really happy face. They had this, you know, in airline crews, the purser is the scary boss who can be such an asshole. to the rest of the crew, because the purser has all the power, and there's so much like, well, backhanded shit going on between airline crews. Like, I know so many stories because, you know, I was about to become an airline crew person, and so I also made a lot of research. And like, you need to be scared of the purser. The purser can like end your life, make you lose your job. You have to really suck up to the purser. But this purser looked like the nicest purser I have ever seen. It was a tall, relatively old-looking Austrian man who had a huge smile on his face the whole time. He kind of looked so naive to me. Like, his smile was like... He looked like... I don't know. Like, he kind of like... I don't know how to describe it, but he seemed like so happy. Like, he didn't really realize... Like he seemed like... He knows that nobody can touch him. Nobody can hurt him. Because he has the power here. So he's just so happy. Like, I don't know. He's like on a different level. Like, he has no worries, no concerns. He's just so happy. And yeah. His smile was nice, I have to say. So he was standing next to the lady who was serving me, who was kind of like meh. And he was like just giving out bread, and he was like offering me bread in the moment when she was showing me the choices of dishes that they had, and I'm like, and then he sees it and he's like, like, I don't know what he said anymore, but he was like, immediately he was like, I'll get you something, and so what did he? What was it like? He offered me something. I don't remember. I think he just offered... I think he offered me like more cut fruit. Like that was part of the breakfast anyway. And I said, well, whatever, just give me more cut fruit. So he was gonna bring me more cut fruit. And then he immediately disappears. And he comes back bearing a lot of fruit. Cut fruit and fresh fruit, like bananas and so on. But then I thought we were done. But he comes back again soon after. And without me asking, he brings me a big chunk, way bigger than this one, with vanilla sauce, of this strudel. And I'm like, sir, you read my mind. I didn't even say that this is kind of what I wanted. I didn't think you still had it. But like, both the fruit, like he offered it kind of knowing that when I don't know how he even got the idea that this is what I need. I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know what I wanted. All the things that the lady was offering me didn't speak to me, because they were all like not breakfast-looking options. Then he offers me fruit, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's fine, because to me, that's a breakfast I like to eat. How did he know? I don't know. But then he comes back, and he brings me another thing that I didn't ask for, but he knew it. Maybe he sensed that I'm the type of person who likes to eat sweet breakfast. But then why would I turn down the porridge, right? But he knew it. He knew I would enjoy this as my breakfast. And I'm like, thank you so much. This is how... I literally said to him, I think you were reading my mind because I was thinking about this. So... he's a good purser. He's a wizard, yeah. You know, he's damn good at his job then, because he can literally read my mind. Man! And that's what made it all fine again. Because that impressed me. I still... Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know that this is such a first world problem. Like, this is not a real problem to not have the dish choice that you wanted anymore. Like, deal with it. But the fact that it's in a class where you pay thousands and thousands of bucks, you would maybe expect to get what's offered on the menu. They could at least, as I said, like they asked with the main course, the first lunch, they could ask you about the breakfast too, what you want. And then sort it out beforehand, not when it happens, because like this always happens when you're let me tell you, if you're flying, if you don't normally fly, I would recommend you to not choose a seat in the very back of the plane, because especially in economy, it happens so often that there is one popular choice and one unpopular choice, and if you sit in the back, at the end, the popular choice will not be left over. You will have to take what you can get. This happens all the time. So I didn't think it would happen with business, but it happened. I know it happens all the time though, in other classes. So now we know it happens in business as well. Yeah, fighting for scraps in the back rows all the time. Oh man. You don't get offered on food on your flights. Yeah, that's because you only do short distance flights then, yeah. Wonder if they started from the back. No, they started from the front. They always do. Oh, though, maybe... Yeah, no, normally they always start from the front. Yeah. Easier access to stretch areas. Yeah, there's other reasons why you would want to be in the back of the plane, but generally, if you don't want to, like, have this happen to you, then don't be in the front of the plane. Yeah, so my conclusion, it's not about the food is not influencing this at all. The flight was super comfortable, really, but I still don't think it's worth the money. If you get upgraded for free because of your status, because you have so many miles, or if you use your miles instead of real money, then it's worth it. Basically, if you're not spending real money, then it's worth it. The little upgrade, it was fine. Like paying 800 extra on top of the normal ticket, it was fine doing it like once, but I don't want to do it again. 値段的に価値があるかどうかっていうと、私が思うのはもちろん価値はないです。気持ちいいんですけど、価値はないです。自分で払うなら価値はない。マイルを使うなら大丈夫ですけど、ね、つまり自分で払わないなら大丈夫です。会社が払うなら。If the company pays for it, or if you have miles, then yeah, go for it. Then it will be amazing. Then it will be so worth. Or if you're like a double millionaire, at least. After taxes, not before taxes. Very important. This is very important. If you're a millionaire, if you're a millionaire after taxes, then do it. Not before taxes. Yeah, so that's that. That was my flight. I still enjoyed it, you know. I didn't think like I wasted a lot of money. It was nice to experience it once. I got a good sleep. But I will cancel my bid for the flight back and continue to collect miles in the hopes that sometime... I don't even know how I don't have 1 million miles at this point. No, I do know. I was just saying it like this, but I do know it's because I flew to Japan probably in total over the course of my life several times a year. Probably, I wish I still had my old passport. I lost my passport once, so I can't count it properly anymore. But I probably flew to Japan at least 50 times in my life. So, Kiara はね、人生の中で多分50回ぐらいは日本に飛んでる。Yeah. But this year is a bit special as I'm mostly flying with the same airline. But for example, in January, February, I flew with a different airline than I flew with now. And back in the day when I was flying before hololive, I also flew with a different airline each time because there were like, back in the day, there were like no direct flights. And so I always had to take a connection. And there was always a different, cheapest airline. Like it would change each time. And so I could never really collect the miles because like some of them are connected. Yeah, some of the airlines have like, you know, like a thing, but yeah, I never accumulated anything. Unfortunately, it's really sad. Now I think I'm accumulating a little bit now. I think I did, especially because like for this flight I paid, so I should be getting a lot of miles for it, right? I think so. Because it's an expensive one, yeah. So yeah. 残念, but next time I fly premium economy again. 残念ながら価値はないんで、また今度からビジネスじゃなくてプレミアムエコノミーで飛びます。マイルズ欲しいな。Are you getting 1 mile per mile you flew? I don't know how it works. Isn't it like 1 mile per euro spent? I don't even know. How many miles do I have now? I tried to add one of the flights that I did in the summer to my miles thingy, but I don't think it worked out. I think it had something to do with the fact that the company booked it, but I don't know. Okay, so miles and more. Does it say how many miles I have now? Oh! I don't know, is this a lot? It says... Is this 2 different things? It says award miles? 11,000 something? And status miles? 14,000. Is this like... Do I add these together? Or is the 11,000 part of the 14,000? Is this a lot? Can I get an upgrade? That's not that much. That's a lot. Which one? How much does an upgrade cost? Wait, here, let's go to count. Oh, for this one business class flight, I got 8,500 miles. Oh, compare that to... Where's the difference between award miles and status miles? Compare that to my premium economy flight a while ago. That was... It says award miles 2,600, but status miles 5,600. Is that how much I had at that point? No. I don't know. But it's way less if you just fly premium economy. Now it says... Status miles 14. I would say that's my current miles, right? 14,000. これ多い方なのかわかんないな。How much does an upgrade cost? I have to look this up later. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Status is for status. Awards are for free flight. Oh. 57高いよね。57万は高いよ。Status so you can get the silver. Maybe, yeah, something like that. Frequent traveler status kicks in at 35k stat. And only like frequent flyer status people get like free upgrades normally. Yeah, I gotta keep on grinding, gotta keep on flying to Japan. And the good thing is I'm flying one more time to Japan this year. So I'll keep on adding those miles onto it. Don't worry, don't you worry. As long as you enjoy the adventure, all that matters, no? Yeah, I really don't think like for such, even though that's a long flight, it's not even a full day. Like, why spend? Like, I would prefer to spend more money on a hotel than more money on a flight, because it's, in the end, it's still only like, whatever, 10 to 15 hours. And spending like 5,000, 7,000, depends, bucks on 12 hours of comfort. Just, if you spend that on your hotel, you get way more comfort for a way longer time. than that. Yeah. 5 hours left! あと5時間で CD の予約が終わります。期間がね。5 more hours until album physical CD pre-order ends. So link is in the pinned comment and in the description. If you didn't get one yet, please consider getting one. This is the first time I'm doing this, and the sales are important. Very important. Yum, yum, yum. So, okay. Now, somebody was begging for Kobo tangents. There's not so much Kobo tangents yet. Me and Kobo met 2 days in a row, and we had so much fun together. We had so much fun together, even though it was only a short time on each day, but like a little bit more than 2 hours probably. How was the kid? She was so tired on both days. She didn't sleep, and I was like, I literally the night, like I was like about to fall asleep on the night before we met, when I looked at my phone and I saw Kobo was gonna start a karaoke stream after midnight, and I'm like, girl, we're meeting afterwards. You're starting a stream at midnight, girl. I was like concerned about her, but I thought, well, I guess she must know what she's doing. If she feels like she needs to do this, start her stream. Yeah, she streams apparently at nighttime a lot while she's here. So, Kobo-chan, なんか、会う予定があるのになんで0時超えて配信開始するんだあいつ。何してんの What's she doing? She's an adult? Not really. Not much of an adult behavior or visuals. Yeah, but I was hoping she'll be fine. So we met, and last time we met was like also in Japan, not so long ago. But yeah, I was so happy to see her. She was cute and energetic as ever. But she quickly was less energetic because she was yawning all the time. She was tired, and yeah, we were stretching together, and then I noticed she's like really, really stiff. I'm stiff too. I'm not that flexible. I was laughing at her because she was really, really stiff. Could barely touch her toes when we were like bending down. Stretcho. Yeah. And then, yeah, I can't really say what we were doing. But let's say after we were done doing what we were doing, where we had a lot of fun and laughing and giggling, and afterwards we had a little dinner, lunch, whatever. And I found out she's nekochita, just like me, for real. And then that's when she told me about, her listening to my album songs. I was so surprised because, like, what? I understand maybe listening to Pineapple, but she listened to Love Rush too. So I was like, damn, she's actually like following what I'm doing. And nani. Yeah, we were talking about this and that, and then I don't know, we just had fun and together. But I said goodbye after that. I think she had plans in the evening to stream. I think so. Guess she loves you. She does love me, I think so. Voice tweets were cute, right? Yeah, they were my idea. I said, Bokubo, I don't have iPhone. Only iPhone can do a voice tweet. Can we make a voice tweet with yours? So we made voice tweet. I usually say I want to do a voice tweet, but I never know what to do. So that was kind of like weird. That was weird. The first one was weird. The second one was better because that came from an interaction we were having right before taking the voice tweet. I was like, yo, we should make this the voice tweet contents. Like, yeah. So the following day we met again, and we were having fun again. She was sleepy again. This time I was also sleepy. But we were sleeping together, and I was like kind of like pushing her to do the thing that we were supposed to be doing. really vague. I know. But at the end, like, she was like fixing her makeup, which wasn't much makeup. She was just putting on some lip gloss. And I was watching her. I was sitting next to her, and I was like, Kobo, let me take that. And she's like, no, I know what you're gonna do. She knew. But I'm like, no, trust me. And so we were like already fighting before the voice tweet even started. And I was like rapping. You know how like when like people teach someone golf or something. That's how I was like behind her with my arms around her, over her arms. She was trying to hold her lip gloss, and I was like, I was pulling against her strength, and it was like quite a matchup. We had for a while the same amount of strength, but then eventually I gave in because I thought, you know what, let's just continue this during the space. Not the space, the voice tweet. No, she has also noodle arms. Well, I felt we were strong in that moment. So we were fighting, and then she already kind of knew what I was gonna do. But I was like, trust me, Kobo. And so we started the whole thing again, and I was like, I finally got it. But we were wrestling so hard, we fell on the ground. And then I got it, and I did a little dot on her cheek, which looked like a pimple. And then she's like, what the fuck? And then she put one dot on me too. But I was like, it doesn't even stand out because my skin, I wasn't wearing makeup, and my skin is just generally like pretty reddish all over. So it didn't stand out at all. Because it was just lip gloss, not lipstick. And so it's kind of like a transparent pink color, and it just blended into all of my redness. Yeah, but then we tried to get it off of her cheek, and yeah, it was a tete fun moment captured in a legendary voice tweet. I was hoping, because if you're just listening to the voice tweet, you don't really know what's going on, but you want to know what's going on. I was hoping some people would maybe try to animate it, because there's some people who do, like, especially with my Kobo moments, there's like animations, right? Maybe somebody can animate it. コボちゃんとのね、あれ、ボイスツイートは、これはね、レスリングしてたんですよ。誰かアニメーションしてほしいな。何が起きてるか分かりにくいと思うんですけど。Yeah, now you have a description of it. So maybe it's easier to make an animation. Holo Ian 3D repeat one day. Oh, I wonder if they would consider animating a moment where there's also an ID member involved. Maybe. How did she get revenge on you? Well, like after I made the dot on her, she just took it from me, and then like we were still wrestling, and yeah, wrestling really vigorously. How to say, passionately. Yeah, like so much that we fell down. That's like the big bonk sound I think that you heard in the voice tweet when we fell down. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah. Oh well. So that's that. And oh, what was funny is like in the beginning when we met on the second day, I knew that Kobo would be with Kyla and Zeta before I would come, but I didn't think they would still be there, so I was not prepared for it. And suddenly they're there when I'm arriving, and I was like, no, don't look at me, I don't have makeup on today! Because like, especially for Zeta, it's the first time we're meeting, and I didn't want her to see me without makeup as the first impression. ちょっと初めてゼタちゃんに会ったけどメイクしてなかった。すっぴんだったから恥ずかしかった。But I was wearing a mask, so still okay. Yeah, Zeta and Kaela and Kobo were there, and oh, they were also cute. Zeta, wow. Zeta, I don't know what I expected, but really cute. Really cute. Yeah. And so we went into the building that we were gonna be in, and Zeta and Kaela, like, they were done for the day, but they still like walked a little bit with us. And so there was ID staff, the ID girls, me and my staff, but we were like already speaking English at that point, but they were still somehow a little bit conversing in Indonesian, I guess. And then I was like asking Kobo questions, and she would just naturally return them to me in Indonesian. I was like, Kobo, I don't understand. What are you saying? And then that happened several times. She kept on repeating, kept on saying answers to me in Indonesian, and I'm like, Kobo, I don't understand Indonesian. Speak English to me. Yeah, she was so... It just flew out of her mouth naturally. Guess I gotta learn Indonesian for this child. Yeah, it's hard to flip the switch. Yeah, because like she was at the same time still kind of conversing with Kaela and Zeta. So she was like, in her brain, she was like still speaking Indonesian, and it also came out in Indonesian. Yeah. But I had one good return phrase to say to her that I learned she taught me this actually. Like when she said something in Indonesian that I didn't understand, I said, "Huh? Ngapain?" And then she found that was really funny too, because I had the perfect comeback. Huh? Ngapain? I think it means like what? What? What are you saying? It was perfect for the moment. Genius. Yeah! Ngapain ってなんかインドネシア語を覚えたから、なんかコボちゃんが私に向かってインドネシア語を自然に話してたら、はぁ、Ngapain って返した。何言ってんのみたいな。What are you doing? Yeah. I guess it's not what you're saying, but what are you doing? But it still worked well for the moment. The comment section was shocked he knew that. Oh, eh? Wasn't that in the voice tweet though? What do you mean somebody clipped it? Did somebody clip the voice tweet? The first one we did. Yeah, Kobo taught me that. Huh? Ngapain? No, I learned it from Kobo. Oh, they clip voice tweets. Yeah, I guess there's not much to go off. And the voice tweets were really good, so... They gotta go up to YouTube somehow, one way or another. I didn't know. Our conversation made no sense anyway. Like, it made no sense. She talks about food while I'm like saying, "Why did you stay up so long?" And she's like, "Hey, I want to eat food." I'm like, "What?" Makes no sense. That's why I was like, "Ngapain?" Passion Indonesian. No, it's fine. She's cute. I love her. I gave her so many hugs. She's so small, Kobo. We compared our arms. We put our arms next to each other, and her arm is literally half the size of my arm. What the fuck? Like, the thickness. I can put my thumb and my index finger around her arm, and there's still space there. What the fuck, man? マジでコボちゃんの腕は私の腕の半分だったんですよ。びっくりしたマジで。It actually freaks me out. And you still lost the wrestling. It was a match, okay? Stop it. Don't make fun of me. Don't say that. Don't even mention that. Don't talk about this. This is top secret information, okay? But then I compared our feet too, and our feet are like the same. Like we put, I like she was sitting on the ground, so I sat on the ground and I put my feet against her feet. The feet are kind of the same. I was thinking that her feet would be much smaller than mine, but no. Well, I mean, I don't know if we have the same shoe size, but it didn't look like my feet were like much bigger at all. So, big foot. Nah, I don't have big feet anyway, so she also doesn't have big feet. No, I wouldn't say she has regular. No, if you look at her feet are not unbalanced to her body, okay? They're not relatively big feet. No, that's not what I'm saying either. Maybe I just have small feet. 足も比べてみたんだけど、足はもうほぼ一緒だった。うん。靴のサイズ合うかな? I wonder if I can wear her shoes, but I don't think so. Like, if I just look at her feet, they look smaller to me, but when I put our feet against each other, they were like same-ish. But damn, she's so freaking tiny. We wrestled and we chased each other and so much throughout the whole meeting. Yeah. What else happened? I don't know. What happened? I wonder what happened. I'm meeting her again tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be fun. You may get another voice tweet. I don't know. Tomorrow is gonna be a long day for me. So no stream, as you know, from my shitty schedule that I made. So 明日はまたコボちゃんに会うんだけど。What? No, unrelated to whatever was written there. I don't know what you mean. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. Shush. Shh. Don't you point those things out. No. Well, it turns out I actually have a recording today after the stream too. Spontaneously. Do you want to know about that? It's kind of connected with Moni. So when I arrived, it was like early in the morning, and I slept, so I wasn't like that tired. And I checked in relatively early this time, and so I had the whole day, and I didn't want to waste it, because I don't have so many days this time. So I decided to hit up Moni, because I knew she was in Japan. I didn't know if I wanted to meet her at some point, but we didn't decide yet on a date. But since I was free, I hit her up. I was like, Moni, do you have time to meet me for the first time? This was gonna be the first time we would ever meet. And I was looking forward to that. Yeah, she's my lyric writer. She wrote almost all of the lyrics in the album. And she also sings the demos that I then sing. So my singing was inspired a lot by her in Do You and Do You too, I think. And Pineapple and Sleep Talking. Yeah. And then the other songs too. Yeah, I really love the way she sings. She's a great singer. She's really sweet. I love her. And so, yeah, she had time, thankfully. So my plan was, because she also never went to one before, apparently. My plan was to bring her to Japanese karaoke. And because, we both like singing, so I thought we can sing together. And she's gonna like it. And eat together something. And purikura! I wanted to take purikura with her. Yeah, she had experience with purikura a little bit. Only one, apparently. But the purikura machines these days, oof. 最近のプリクラはなんかもう微妙だな。プリクラ Start the プリクラ tangent 昔はすごい好きだったけど最近ちょっと機械の問題なのかな。加工がなんかひどいと思う。外国人は特にこの加工されると見た目がひどい。宇宙人みたいだし、なんかそのデコレーションとかもなんか変わってるなって思って、昔とは違うな。It seems so very different. Particularly nowadays, it seems different compared to back in the day. I mean, it still makes you into an alien, but I don't know if I'm imagining this, but I feel like it makes me even more into an alien than it did years ago with the older machines. And then the decorations and everything is just kind of lame. I even saw an AI Purikura machine. What the fuck? AI のプリクラもあったよ。Like you go in? I didn't do it. I didn't test it, but I'm assuming this is how it works. You go in, it takes pictures of you, and then it turns you into like a drawing, like a cute drawing. So the purikura is not your face, like not your real picture, but it turns you into a cute drawing based on the picture you took. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? No need for this. I don't want to look even more unrealistic, thank you. Although that might actually end up looking better than the alien they turned me into in the normal purikura machine. Well. Stable diffusion can do that. Yeah, I don't know, like, whatever. I don't know if they have, like, their own database or whatever. I don't care. I didn't use it. I hope it's not gonna be, like, a common thing. But, yeah, I saw, like, the AI feature. Oh, well. So, we met, and, I was so shy. I was like, cause she's so pretty. She's so pretty, she's so cute. Man, you guys know. You probably saw her Twitter before, right? She's like an e-girl. She looks like an e-girl, man. She's so cute. Yeah, she's so cute. She's so stylish too. うちの歌詞書いてくれた人とね会ったんですよ初めて。アメリカ人なんだけど日本で初めて会って何日か前にね。そうちょっと一緒にプリクラカラオケとか行ったんだけど。Yeah, I called her an e-girl. I told her anyway. She gives me e-girl vibes a little bit. But she's so cute, so pretty, and so sweet. Her voice, wow. I already knew her voice was nice, but hearing it IRL like hits even harder. Her voice is just so sweet sounding. She has such a special talking voice and singing voice. Yeah, I'm not an e-girl, I'm a VTuber, okay? Yeah, so I was really shy, but we got along really well. We talked a lot, and yeah, I showed her karaoke pretty good, etc. She really liked the karaoke. That was chill. We didn't only do karaoke though. So here's the thing. At some point, the day, no, not the day before. This is still the same day, but it was a long day. In the early hours of this day, you know, I was with Genma, and you know, when I meet Genma IRL finally again in a long time, I throw so many topics at her. I'm like complaining about so many things at her, and she's like, And so there's like so much to catch up on. That's just so much easier to talk about IRL, and that we talked about a lot, and I don't know why, how, when, where I got this idea again, but I was reminded of the fact that, here it comes, Eurovision Song Contest auditions are still open. I was just, I think recently out of courage checking if they're still open, and I saw they're still open. I thought they were already closed at this point because I didn't have the time throughout the summer to bother with this. And I saw it was still open, but basically the German auditions are still open until the 5th of October, which is very soon. And the Austrian ones are not open auditions, but I have a contact, and so I asked, and it was still, it's kind of late too. It closes earlier though than the 5th of October, quite a bit earlier. But with this knowledge, I was like, well, wouldn't it be nice? But no, there's not enough time. I'm not prepared for this. It won't work out again. Because I wouldn't even be able to submit my album songs because you see here it says August 29. No, yeah, August. Yeah, August 29 was the release date. You know what the cutoff is of songs you can send in, no matter what country you're applying for? It has to be a song that hasn't been released before 1st of September. That's like 2 days before or after I released my album. So that meant none of a single one of these I could send in. Yeah, also on the 3-minute song, but that's no problem because last year we just shortened Do You and sent in Do You like 3 minutes version. Now I thought maybe if we cut it, that creates a new version of the song and maybe they could consider it as a new release afterwards, after the cut off, but apparently not. I mentioned it to the Austrian person and they didn't seem to see it that way, so it doesn't seem to be a thing. But this is what I was thinking about on the day of my arrival when I was with Jenma. I was talking with her about it, and I didn't really think that anything would be possible, but first I still wanted to try, so I still kind of like wrote to the Austrian person in charge and like asked about the, you know, if we cut it, does it make a new version? Can I still apply? Blah blah blah. So it was on my mind the whole day, right? But then he said, no, it's too late, and I'm like, okay. But then I meet Moni later in the day, and we're sitting in karaoke, and then I brought up, like, you know, oh hey, after the album, I hope we can put out a single. I don't know, maybe January, February, or whatever. Who knows? Just casually talking about this, okay? Unrelated to Sound of Music, Eurovision Song Contest, and then she's like, yeah. So I got this and this. So we were listening to all these demo tapes. And I'm like, oh, this is so good, and this is so good, and I want this and this and this and this. But oh my god, this is when I said like I'm window shopping, right? And we were just listening to all these demo tapes that they have in their team, and then I was like, oh man, you know. So actually, I had this crazy idea, but like obviously it's like impossible. But like, what do you think? Like, cause like you guys are like pretty fast with your work, and you're kind of crazy, and I know how much Kira especially liked the idea, cause he's German, my producer of Do You and Sparks, etc. and Pineapple. He's German, and we really liked the idea of being in the Eurovision Song Contest last year, and it didn't work out and this and that. But like he's like really passionate about it, and I would think the others would get it too, even though they're not from Europe, but they would understand. And then like I just like throw it out there. I just threw it out there without any expectations. I was just like, so you know, like actually Eurovision Song Contest. I wanted to try it last year, but this year I'm again too late. So there's actually only so and so many days left. I think it was 8 days left until the deadline, and we have no songs because we can't use the album songs. I say that to Moni, and we're like, haha, yeah, too late. But what if not? So we start cooking. We're like trying to make a plan how in these 8 days, even though we're overseas, no usual recording environment, if we could do this. Because we have demo tapes, but this one demo tape that we were gonna choose is not even finished. They still would have to finish the whole song. It was like only like one until the first chorus, so like not even the half of the song. But They would have to finish the instrumentals and everything, and then I have to relearn it and record it, and then it has to be mixed. We're making a full song in like 7-8 days, okay? So me and Moni were like, this could work. So I hit up Johnny, who's like mixing a lot of vocals for me or something. Also is like part of the team Kiwawa's Angels, who are making a lot of the songs. You see Johnny on a lot of the credits here too. And I was like, Johnny, do you have time to mix something between the 2nd to the 5th with deadline on the 5th? And he was like, yeah, what do you need? I can do it. In theory, he could mix a full song in one day. Like, if it needs to be done in one day, he can do it. Yeah. His mixing is really good. Yeah, I really love his mixing. And then the song that we chose, not all of the demo tapes are by Kira, you know? They work with a lot of other producers too. But this one that we were gonna choose, luckily, I guess, was by Kira. So I hit up Kira and I say, sorry, I'm so fucking late, but it's Eurovision Song Contest deadline time coming up. Do you wanna, like, finish the song so we can send it in because I can't use my album songs? Do you want to give it a try? The chances of this being rejected are, of course, high. Not only maybe because they don't like the song, but also because maybe they don't see how they can use a VTuber there, or they don't just feel like trust in it. But the song is not wasted if it gets rejected. We can still release it later as a single. That is the good side to this, okay? It's not a waste. We can still release it as a single. So, but everybody, Moni, Johnny, Kira, all of them are insane like me, it seems. We are currently in the works, in the really stressful works of, within a week, creating a song from almost scratch. I have to record it today. I actually just this morning listened to more or less the full song. There's still some like details missing, but most of the song is done. I just listened to it this morning because it got finished. I have to learn it after the stream and then record it, but we have the whole rest of the day, so it will be daijoubu. And Moni is coming and gonna help me record it. She'll be here giving me like instructions and whatever. So that'll be fun. And then we're gonna quickly mix it. We're sending it over to Johnny. He will mix it in a few days, and then we're sending it into the Eurovision Song Contest Germany, not Austria, unfortunately, because Austria's deadline is yesterday. I don't know why their deadline was just a couple days earlier, unfortunately. I thought I would have a chance because Austria did crazy stuff before, for like surprising stuff, unexpected stuff before, with Conchita Wurst. The only recent win for Austria in the Eurovision Song Contest in the past 10 years was, I think you guys even know this person, Conchita Wurst. And Conchita Wurst, if you remember, sang as her Eurovision Song Contest song, "Rise like a phoenix." Phoenix! It would just be like the most perfect follow-up ever for me as a phoenix, and again like a really strange character to be on stage and perform a song. It would be destiny, but unfortunately Austria is missing out on the opportunity. They should have scouted me anyway. Like that's their system anyway. They scout people. Austria's system is scouting people privately, more or less. While Germany and some other countries, there's like two different ways they do it, you know? They do all open auditions. And then I think there's like a elimination round. Like they get like, I don't know, 10 people or so, 10 artists. And then I'm not sure how the system is, if like the audience votes who will be the German contestant, or if it's like a judge, a jury. There's probably information about that out there, and I'm not sure right now. If it's an audience vote, then we have a chance. But I first have to get chosen to be one of the choices in the first place. So that's what I'm gonna do after the stream. And I think okay, Americans maybe don't understand so well, but Eurovision Song Contest, in the end, is about making headlines. You want your country to stand out. And even if maybe, for me, it's not so much about winning at all. It's just about being there. And for the country, it would be a huge headline to have a VTuber there. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, if you want your country to be the #1 topic of the Eurovision Song Contest, then having a VTuber on stage will definitely make that happen. Everybody will talk about it. Some people surely will make fun of it, but it will at least be a huge fucking topic. You know, good press, bad press. There's no bad press, there's only good press. This is my argument. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna do my best, but I don't have high expectations. My expectations are honestly really low. I don't think they will go for it, because I feel like Austria might have gone for it because they do crazy shit. I don't know about Germany. They once had a contestant a few years ago who was like a weeb teenager dressed in like Harajuku fashion, I think. But I think she sang a pretty normal song. But her visuals were like a weeb. But that's maybe the craziest thing that Germany did. I don't know. She tanked hard. Yeah, I don't think she did so well. Generally, I think Germany doesn't want to go for crazy shit. They just want to win. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would go for it. It's a risky thing, I guess. Just placed my order. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely an eye catcher. Yeah, recently Germany has been doing really bad with their placement. So maybe that could motivate them to, for once, try something new, you know what I mean? Something that stands out, something that's gonna make headlines, something that puts all the eyes on them. I mean, if you think about it that way, I feel like you have to do it. Yeah, they did pretty bad last year. And in the years before too, like, I don't think there has been any good contestant since Lena Maya, what's her name? Lena Maya, what? Landrut, something like that. Her last name is so complicated. Landrut. Lena Maya Landrut? Yeah. I really liked her. But I don't think since her, they had anything big. Yeah. Now, the thing is also, the song that we're currently making, since we are like lacking time, we had to choose from a couple of like demo tapes that were available. Couldn't make a song from like complete scratch. And I don't know, like, I chose this from 3 different demo tapes. This song, because I thought out of these 3 ones, it might do the best at Eurovision, but I don't know if it's a winning song, honestly, because it's still very K-pop-y, but like badass K-pop. It's different from the K-pop I've done so far. It's pretty badass of a song, a really cool song, with like, yeah, girl crush, like I would say like maybe Blackpink, which obviously Blackpink being popular overseas, there's a reason for it. This speaks to a big audience, so we just gotta hope that Eurovision judges and audience would like this. Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be like my ideal first choice for a Eurovision Song Contest song. But my other new album songs wouldn't have been either. Like, I wouldn't have relied on Sleep Talking. I wouldn't have relied on Pineapple. Maybe The Great Wanderer. Love Rush, no. Retrospective, no. Like, you have to think hard about what kind of song because you only have one choice and one song, and like, yeah, it's important. The song is so important. It has to have a mainstream audience appeal, and it has to be catchy, and it has to be impressive. Yeah, but I don't know. We have this one song. We're going for it. If they don't take it, that's fine. Whatever. That's kind of what I expected, and then we'll just release it as a single and try again next year. Hopefully, a little bit earlier. Yeah. It's okay. If it doesn't work out, I am expecting that, but we're still gonna try really hard to get it ready now. Eurovision Song Contest. What the fuck? Zuschauerzahlen. Let me give you an idea of how big this is. Almost 200 million people watch the Eurovision Song Contest live each year. Dios mío, right? So you understand why I have to try this. Surely not everybody will be interested in VTubers, but surely some might, look up what the fuck this is and become new hololive fans. And especially in Europe, I feel like, Europe, VTubing in Europe, there's still potential for a new market, and France was thinking about sending a French Hatsune Miku in 2017. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. I think this is... I've been thinking so much about how to get another big boost, another big hype wave going. In, Japan, VTubing viewer numbers are stable. It's always gonna be popular in Japan. But overseas, after Corona, what are we gonna do? What would be another big thing that's gonna bring another big wave? And this is the biggest thing I can think of, or maybe the only real thing that I can think of. So I have to try it, guys. Doesn't matter what you think about Eurovision Song Contest. Some people have thoughts about it. Doesn't matter about winning, whatever. It's just it has to be tried at least. Yeah. One has to try it. There's not much else. We keep on going to anime conventions and that, but in the end this is always more or less the same pool of people who already probably mostly know about VTubing at this point. Convention goers, It's a bubble, yeah. We have to go outside of this bubble, see what else we can drag into the bubble. Yeah. Potential new fans. But don't worry, guys. For people who are scared about the bubble getting bigger, chances are really low that they're gonna go for it, so don't worry. Yeah. I think for the sake of hololive, I want to do this because I want hololive to, especially hololive English, to still grow. I want us to grow. I want me to grow, but I want us to grow as a whole as well. And this would be possibly 200 million. This would be the biggest exposure that we would ever get. So I'm dreaming right now. I'm dreaming, man. I'm fucking dreaming. Yeah. For real. You're crazy, lovely, but I love your energy and motivation. Thank you. I know. I'm fucking crazy. Oh my god. I should have thought of it earlier, but this whole summer, my mind was occupied with other shit. And then I thought, oh, it's probably too late anyway. But then I checked, and then it's not too late, but not much time. But giddy, so close. Enough time to make something. Yeah. So wish me luck. Me and Moni and the others. Johnny and Kira. Kiwawa's Angels. I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah. So yeah, I met with Moni. That was fun. And then immediately after this topic came up, our wheels started turning in high speed. All of our wheels. Aki tangent. I wait. Let me really quickly check something. ちょっと待ってね。So, okay. Oh. Good luck, Tension Team. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. I got still time, but I have to practice the song, so I gotta give myself time for that. But Moni is not coming yet. But I need time for practice, you know. But yeah, okay. I can still tell you a little bit about the Aki collab. Yeah! ちょっとね、最後の脱線テーマとしては話題は秋先輩とのコラボかな。That's the only last thing I think that I didn't tell you about yet. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, etc., you probably saw like me replying to Aki senpai months ago. You know, I saw like she was making crepes and I was like, can I please too? I love crepes. I want to collab crepe. Yes. The best idea ever. And the thing is, I don't know if I just left Japan or if I still was in Japan, but this was the end of my trip. But it was not possible to do it until my next trip. So I told her when I'm coming to Japan again, and we set in stone a date. Now at this time, the plan was still kind of that I was gonna be there alone, but I also noticed that normally she's doing the collabs with 2 guests at a time. Yeah. So I thought, oh, maybe it would be nice to invite someone, I guess. You know, I like to hitorijime. I like to have my collab partner all to myself often, but I thought this would be fun with someone else there too. So I thought, you know, Takamori would be a great couple to show up, and Callie had time, coincidentally, and she was looking forward to it too, so I invited Callie. そう、本当はね、独り占めしたかったんですけどね、秋先輩。でも、いつも2人でね、来てるみたいだから、まあ、じゃあ私も誰か連れて行こうかなって、カリちゃん連れてきました。Yeah, gave me time to a little bit catch up with Callie too, because I didn't have any other collab with her planned for this trip. And you know, each time I'm in Japan, there has to be at least one Callie collab, you know? Yeah, and she really liked the idea, so yeah, we went to Aki senpai place, and Callie brought a shit ton of beer. To share with Aki senpai. Yeah, and yeah, we entered, and oh, katos! Immediately the katos. So she has 4 cats, and 2 of them are like friendly cats that like to say hi to guests. The others are shy. I ended up meeting one of the shy ones too. After a while, after things calmed down after the stream. But the 4th one, I never saw. Aki senpai wa neko 4匹だよね。1匹だけ結局会ってなくて、4匹の中で2匹はすごいフレンドリーで知らない人についてくるんですけど。Yeah, I don't know about this elusive cat. I was lucky to see the 3rd one. The 3rd one was really cute. Really cute. Kept walking in and out and in and out and in and out. I was like, girl, stay. Yeah, that was a SR cat, but I didn't meet the SSR cat. So, but the cats, oh my god, so fluffy, so soft, so big. Much bigger than Callie's cats. Yeah. Wayne also huge kato, but my cats are like in between, I would say. And these cats were pretty big. Yeah, chonkers. So much to touch, so much to pet. I love it. And then yeah, we set up like we actually had like quite a lot of time to set up, so we were chit-chatting a lot and we were drawing the crepes. And she has like, you know, before the crepe stream, apparently every guest that shows up, she asks them to draw on this like big what do you call it? Sketchbook, and she like gives you like a shit ton of nice pens, and you then draw how you imagine your crepe. And there's like a choice of like, there's a menu with choices of toppings, etc. Yeah. And I looked through the other drawings that others did, and the reason why I was teasing Anya on Twitter about her crepe is because, you know, everybody was drawing like really colorful, big crepes really nicely, and then Anya's stands out so much. I don't know if in their collab they showed it, but they must have. I think that's what they do. They normally always show it. Aki-senpai always shows it, but Anya's was just like, it had no color. It was really small. It was thin, and you know, I was just like, there were no colors. It was, yeah, well, it was not really aesthetically pleasing. Really unique, yeah. Yeah, that was really funny to me. I'm sure it tasted good, but the art was so different from everybody else's art. Yeah. So yeah, we looked through that and then we drew it, and the whole time I was like screeching at the cats because they were so cute, and I couldn't stop touching them. They were so freaking cute. Yeah. Anya Tori. Don't worry about Anya Tori. We're good. Yeah, and I'm so excited for this because you don't even understand how much I love crepes. Yeah, I told I think this was on stream anyway. I told Aki-senpai about like the Austrian crepes, the Palatschinken, which I can make. It's like a thicker than a crepe, so it's easier to make, and you just make it in a normal frying pan. Yeah, so that's what I can make, but I don't know how to do the other thing. Yeah, she's so sweet. She also greeted us when she saw us with such a big happy hug. Like, wow, she was like coming from like really far away, and then she like tip tap ran at us with big wide open arms, and I was like, oh yatta! Aki-senpai! I was so happy to see her. She's so sweet, man. She immediately made me feel super welcome. Yeah, she's so lovely. Big hug. I gave her several big hugs. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to mention that was really funny to me, that apparently even Aki-senpai's viewers possibly don't know. She said, I can say it, but she never really directly said it to her viewers. About these crepe collabs. At some point midway through, you know, I had the stream open on my phone. Midway through, I noticed that even though she was like walking around the whole room, like over far distances, relatively far. Like she was not always in one space. She was like, one time she was in front of the crepe making thing, one time she was in front of the fridge, one time she was in front of her laptop, etc. But like she's like walking around this whole time, and I'm just like thinking to myself, oh yeah, when she's walking around, she must be like, her model would like stop moving, right? So I look at my phone and I'm like, she's moving, even though she's pacing around the whole room. So I'm like, I look around like quietly. This is the moment, like the others reacted to it. I didn't say anything why I'm looking around, but I'm looking around and I'm like, where's the camera? Why is it picking her up? So then I don't see anything. So I look at her. I thought, is she wearing like in front of her face or something? No, she's not. I'm like, huh? How is she moving? How is she moving? And I'm freaking out. And they were like, dosta? What's wrong, Kiwawa? And I wasn't sure like if it's okay to make this into a topic, so I just acted like nothing. And I'm just looking around because I'm going crazy because the crepe is so yummy. So I waited until the end of the stream to ask, how are you moving? There's literally no camera anywhere, actually. And then she admits that for these crepe making collabs, she pre-recorded herself moving and is looping it on her OBS. I'm like, what? I didn't know! And apparently she never mentioned it in her stream. But if you watch it, then you probably notice a loop maybe at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Did you guys notice it when you were watching? Be honest. I don't think it's necessarily... never did. No. There you go. Yeah, it actually, like, seems to be quite believable. マジでびっくりした。アキ先輩ね、なんかずっと部屋の中でもう歩いてるから、あれこれカメラどうなってるの？なんで動いてるの？って途中で気になったのね。で、周りを見て、あれどこにカメラがあるのって探してたんだけど、なくて、どうなってるのってめっちゃ気になってたら、配信後に聞いてみたら、これは録画したものをループして流してるよって教えてくれた。言ってもいいよって言われたんで言っちゃいましたけど、これはアキ先輩はそう配信では言ってないらしい。みんな気づいてるだろうなって思ってたらしい。でも気づいてない人いっぱいおったよ。Yeah, it's a shock. Now I'll be questioning what's live and pre-recorded. I thought it might be weird when like there's a moment where me and Callie are talking and she's not talking, but her live 2D is moving and the mouth is moving and everything. Like that wouldn't match. But if you guys didn't notice, then surely it was like natural enough to not seem like that. Interesting, huh? So, yeah, 天才じゃん。I will consider this as an option if I ever need this in the future. Wow. Almost as shook as finding out about the tales of talking. Yeah. Yeah, 面白かった。That's so funny. Sorry, immersion broken, secret lore. But I found that fascinating because I had no idea what's going on. Oh, and then one more crazy thing. I, of course, had to recommend to Aki-senpai, as I recommended to any cat owner these days. And I recommended it to Callie, too. That's why she got one. I recommended her to get, like, a cat toilet, like an automatic one, like I have. Because she didn't have one. But the other... Like, she had something for her cats that I never saw before. And I didn't know this was a thing. I noticed in the room there was like this big container, modern looking container. Maybe as big as a big suitcase, roughly. Just for your imagination. And it said, there was a writing on it, small writing that said something like, air dryer or something like that. And I'm like, what is this for? What is this? Yeah. And I asked her, and it turns out it's for her cats. 4 hours until the end of the world, yay! Yeah, it's yeah, okay. I don't think this is a necessary thing generally, but there's one usage that I would say makes sense in some way. this is for cats. She said the first reason she said is like, you know, nukege, like getting rid of like all this like hair that's falling out. You put the cat in there, and I was like, isn't it scared? And she said, no, my cats are fine with entering. I'm surprised because I would feel like they wouldn't want to be in there. But we tested it out on one of her cats because I wanted to see it, and the one cat that I took a picture of, it went inside, and then you turn it on, and then air starts like blowing at the cat from several openings, and the cat was just chilling there. The cat was like cleaning itself, nom 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 nom. But I didn't see any hair really flying around, so I don't think it really works well, because once the cat went out and I pet the cat again I had a shit ton of hair on my hand. This one was losing so much hair. I don't think it really removes the loose hair. But the other usage that makes sense, I would say, maybe also for small dogs, mostly. Because I don't think you really wash you don't need to, and you shouldn't really wash your cats, but I think Japanese people treat their cats quite... I hear from a lot of Japanese people that they wash their cats, which is so unnecessary, especially if you don't take your cat outside. Cats are not like dogs. Cats clean themselves. They don't need to be cleaned. Some people do though. And so the theory is that if you wash your cat, you can put it in this room and it gets dried comfortably quite easily, instead of having to put a hairdryer against your cat, which is really loud, and like they wouldn't like that very much. This like weird container seems to have at least that usage, which makes sense to me, but makes more sense to me with a dog than with a cat, because like generally I don't like, most people wouldn't wash their cats. Maybe that even if you take your cat outside, like you have to maybe wipe their paws, but that's like pretty much it. Yeah, once my Chonky Wonky was washed before when I was in Japan, and my roommate took care of my cat. She told me that Chonkers had like something happened, like Chonkers got oily or something by an accident, and then she showered Chonkers. Yeah, so like maybe once. That was once in the whole life of Chonky Wonky. I never ever washed Smoothie, and she's still the softest, cleanest, nicest, untangled hairest cat ever. Like, wow. It's not ew. Shut up. She smells nice. She smells like nothing. Chunker smells a bit more like a cat that just cleaned herself, but it's a nice smell. No, Smoothie is really, really clean. You don't wash your cat. But anyway, this machine fascinated me. Yeah. It just looked so funny to me, like the cat just sitting in there. I thought they would get claustrophobic and panic because of the airflow. But no. I don't think it really helps with the hairs though. Okay. Did you ask her how expensive it was? No, I didn't. But it looks expensive. And also looks unnecessary for me, at least. Yeah. You ordered my album, thank you! Oh, you couldn't resist. Well, it is already October 2nd anyway. At least here. いくらで買えるんだろう。でもマジで必要ないと思う。私は正直必要ないと思う。日本人は結構猫を洗う人が多いんですけど、飼い主。でも本当は猫を洗う必要全くなくて、私もうちの猫を何年も持ってるんですけど、一度も洗ったことなくて、なのにすごい綺麗で、猫はね自分を洗うんですから、特に家で飼う猫は洗う必要ないっすよ。そう。Yes。まあでもこのマシンは面白いなと思った。秋先輩が持ってるなんか猫を入れるでドライヤーとして猫を乾く、ね、乾く マシンそうあったんだけど、あと抜け毛をなんか飛ばすはずなんだけど、あんまり飛ばしてなかった気がする。そう well I guess washing your cat would help if it's like shedding really badly. Then you can probably 乾かす、そうだ乾かす Then you could probably with the bath get rid of a lot of the shedding. Yeah, that's one reason I could see why you would wash your cat. Yeah. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. You know I'm busy. You know why I'm busy. And I will now go maybe have some lunch or something like that, and then practice and record the song. Yeah. ということでちょっとね2時間半の雑談でしたけども、この後やることがあるんでちょっとね曲を録音しないとはい、聞いてくれてありがとう。 Thank you guys for listening to my tangents. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'm not streaming. The day after tomorrow I'll be on Noid Senpai channel. The day after tomorrow I have a collab on my channel with the ID girls, and then that's it because then I am busy doing, you know, the other thing. Going to a wedding. Yeah. So, thank you guys. You know what you're gonna play? Yes, I know. But I won't tell you yet. We're playing a game though. I brought my Switch and my capture card. No hand cam. No, because they told me I suggested hand cam. I wanted to do origami folding stream. I thought that would be kind of cute, and since we're in Japan, you know, it matches the theme. But they said like hand cam streams are like what they do for their members only streams, so they don't really want to do it outside of members only streams because it's their thing, you know. Yeah. Unfortunately, at least for Zeta. They keep it for their special members only streams. So we're playing a game. That's fine too. It's gonna be fun. Okay, wish me luck with all my things today and tomorrow. Oh, and please, if you haven't ordered my first ever album point of view CD version yet, then please consider it. It's pinned in the comments. It's in the description. More links are in the description. よろしくお願いします。Please. まだアルバム予約してない方はぜひCD を予約してください。今リンク URL が貼ってありますので固定コメントに。あと3時間51分でもう予約終わりますのでお願いします。Thank you guys. In German we say auf Wiedersehen. お疲れ様。バイバイ。Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Lukas, Wankel den Mankel.